Travel, a staple in fantasy. Lord of the Rings, I'd say 75% travel. My last campaign, 65% travel. If it's such a huge part of D&D, then why is it barely spoken of? You see huge sections for combat and magic, classes and items, but a tiny little section for travel. And it's so boring with travel speeds and DM summarization. D&D is meant to be collaborative, but the DM just tells a summarization. That doesn't seem very collaborative. So, in this video, I will go over a fix for that exact problem so that players are excited for travel instead of skimming over it. To fix this problem, we need to find a way to make travel collaborative, yet keep it moldable. Something that works for both long and short travel times. So, when I thought of the solution, I kept those things in mind. Now, I present to you the PAGM method, or Players And GameMasters method. As the name might suggest, it proposes that players and GMs work together. What for? Describing the surroundings. I know it sounds stupid to let players describe a GM's own setting, but hear me out. For a GM's guidance, players can describe what they see to a degree, but mainly they can roleplay events that tie in with this. Nothing that actually impacts the campaign storyline, as I think that is the DM's job, but minor stuff. For example, maybe your party is going on a trip between towns. You and your friends decide to use this method, and you all describe a little roleplay situation. Maybe a little goblin just looks from the side of the road, and I go, "Hey, get out of here, you little gremlin." Ooh, I like that. I'll just make a funny face at the goblin and mock it, saying, "Oh, I'm a stupid little goblin, oh." Now, back to reality. Maybe this could be free material for your GM could use for a mini plot. Like, what if the goblin from earlier had his feelings hurt and decided to get his goblin friends to track the party? Then, boom, they attacked the party and the village. This could help the GM out for a few sessions, and might even make the story feel more cohesive. As I've heard, consequences for a player's actions spanning multiple sessions makes the story feel more immersive. Another effect this could have on your games is the coming together of players. Despite the fact that this is a small trick, your players will be able to work together for this little role-playing thing, like an improv game. Theater kids know what I'm talking about. Now, to wrap things up, I'd like to revisit the problem and recap the solution. The problem was that D&D Travel was uncollaborative and not really played on or visited, despite being a big part of not just the game, but fantasy in total. The solution we came up with was that the GMs and players would collaborate to make simple role-playing things and describe the landscape. From this, players stay engaged even during the in-between time. Thank you for watching, and as always, I have... Wait! I can't put this into an itch.io thing. It's too short. But wait, if I don't have a project for it, then how will you use it other than your memory? And let's face it, that's seen better days. Fear not, viewer. I have notes right down in the description. Just copy and paste and you're ready to play. Now that you've done with that, I can now confidently say thanks for watching and see you in next week's video. Bye!